Hi, my name is Naveen, and some people call me Naomi. I'm making another video. I'm making 3 videos on heartbreak. This is video number 2. So in my second video, I'm gonna make a video regarding my heartbreak in my marriage. I'm currently divorced. I was married for 30 years. In that marriage, I gained a bonus daughter and her mother, which was my ex-husband's first wife and child. I thought I was gonna lose them in the divorce, but I didn't. I get to keep them. We have a great relationship. I also have a good relationship with my ex-husband. So our marriage, in the first big half of our marriage, it was fun. I totally enjoyed it. I love being married to my husband. We had kids, and I love that experience of being a mom. And our motto was less things and more adventures, new experiences, and we tried to create a new experience every day. Life was fun until it wasn't. My husband was on a trip abroad, and during that trip, I learned some things. And when he came back, I spoke with him about him, and the attitude that I got was he was indifferent. So I just kicked him outside to the RV. We had a fifth wheel. So he was out there. I went to my room, and I just sat on my bed, and I kind of spaced out, like my mind just went somewhere. And in that quiet stillness and my mind going somewhere, I started having a conversation with something. It wasn't a verbal conversation, but it was a conversation. It was asking me, what are you going to do now? And I said, I'm going to stay in the marriage. And it asked, why? I said, because I love him. And in saying that, I kind of snapped back into reality and started speaking verbally. Yes, I love him. That's right, I do love him. So then I proceeded to go outside and talk with him. But in staying in that marriage, that was the hardest thing I ever had to do, because I had to learn how to love someone who is being and doing things that was unlovable. I understood there's nothing I can do to change another person or to make another person happy. Only thing that I have control over is myself. I can control how I respond to something. I can control how I want to walk and be in this life or in this marriage. Yeah, that was the hardest time of my life. Then we decided to divorce. That wasn't heartbreak. That was more sadness of what would never happen, what would never become. Like in my imagination, when the kids graduate high school, they'll move on to college, and then they'll move out the house and start their own lives. Then I thought that we were almost at the point where it will just be me and him again, and we can create new experiences with just the two of us and enjoy grandkids. So that wasn't going to be our story anymore. So I had to mourn the loss of what I thought would have been. But in 2024, I gave my life to Jesus Christ, and I read the Bible for the first time. And so with that new mindset, I always look back and think about what was the lesson? What did I learn? And how did it imply in the Bible? So what I learned is that the conversation that I had was with God. I think we're put in situations whereas to help us grow. And in that situation, I was learning how to love unconditionally. And I think I'm going to be using that experience to help others and to walk in my calling with God.